gracious! What is up, everybody? Welcome to Craft.
Welcome to Craft, my friends.
So happy that you're here today because today we're watching Moon Knight, episode number 3.
Episode 3 of what it really feels like a really long movie.
Yeah, a long movie, but a good movie because
So
Oscar
far.
Isaac is doing a good job.
He might be the only redeeming feature in it so far.
Wow,
I mean, there's not
that's-
a lot
that's
going
that's a
on,
bold
to be
claim.
honest.
That's a bold claim.
But hey, I'm not complaining. He's a good actor. By the way, guys, if you enjoy watching the video with us today, please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a like on the video and comment down below.
With that out of the way, let's get into it.
Let's get right into it, guys. I'm actually more fascinated in the passport making process than what they're actually talking about. To be perfectly
I
honest
missed
with
like
you.
a lot of that.
Yeah. Went right
It's like,
over
oh,
my
the
head.
stamp goes there? Oh, okay. Oh,
Looks like it's Mark Spector.
he's always running on rooftops, isn't he?
It's time when they can't fly.
Oh,
What the?
What is happening?
Okay, now it's just all over the
What
place.
did you do? I swear it wasn't me. Then who was it?
Is there another one?
Is there a third personality? Oh, shoot.
Where's Harold?
Oh, easy now, easy now.
Praise Amit.
Oh, goodness
my.
gracious. What the?
Please, Amit.
Body count. I suggest you stop listening to that stupid pigeon. Stay out of my way.
I guess maybe there is a third one.
There's another one.
Aren't they scattered all over the world?
Yes, but for a meeting of the Ennead.
Oh, they're gathering their avatars now. Okay, I get it.
Whoa! Third episode. All right, bring it hard.
Oh, this is awesome.
Wow.
We're inside the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Oh, nice. Wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
This is cool.
So awesome.
How many personalities?
Ah, there it is.
The man is clearly insane.
Oh!
Whoa, you see that?
Oh, shoot.
Record. Take action now before it's too late.
Wouldn't the gods know what's
That he
going
was,
on,
like, digging,
though?
right?
Yeah.
What they know?
to Mark.
I thought that was going to be a little more epic, to be honest.
But I guess that's the point, right? Because they're trying to be inconspicuous. They're not
Yeah,
trying to
that's
draw
true.
attention.
They
to
don't get all
themselves.
their own armor and stuff.
Wow, this soundtrack is fantastic.
Yeah. For some reason, this scene slowed things down for me.
You know,
Yes.
I'm gonna say something.
I know.
It feels too much like a movie, so you don't feel quite as attached.
Yeah.
When it's a show, you feel a little bit more grounded, but this feels so much. It has that
Maybe.
movie sheen on it.
Yeah.
So you
Now, though.
don't feel quite
Yeah, I don't
attached.
feel attached.
You know what I mean?
I feel attached to Steven.
Yeah.
Because that felt more like a show.
Right.
This feels like,
The cinematicness of it
yeah.
makes you kind of feel a little
Let's get our story straight.
detached.
All together, it should make a start.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh! Ooh, easy now, easy now.
Son.
Easy now.
Better take it easy.
We have a concerned third party, yeah?
Uh-oh.
Get up.
Oh, shoot!
Yes.
This seems a little too convenient.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just kind of, like, who is even this guy?
I know.
Oh,
Whoa! Whoa! That was cool.
Oh, where did
Arrow jump.
Oh,
bulletproof.
okay.
All right.
Another
Nice.
two power. That's cool.
time.
Whoa!
Interesting.
This is cool.
This is what we wanted, okay? It's a superhero show. The super speed?
Whoa! Oh.
That's cool. All right. Now we talking. Now we talking.
So what's up? So what's up?
Foul and talk for a second.
Oh! Goodness! Woo! Oh my gosh! We could just right through this. Oh, another one!
It's a
Oh
healing
my
shoot.
goodness!
It's a healing shoot, so
It's just They just keep stabbing him.
Mark, we need Steven.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Steven.
He understands all of
It's
this. I
cool.
really think
Steven's
it's
like
worth giving
useful
it a shot.
now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not all about the fighting.
Oh, you're in.
You're in.
Cheers, thanks a lot.
Wow, look at that. Look at the transition.
You just, I mean, wow.
Brilliant.
When the gods imprison me, tell Mark to free me.
When the gods imprison me, tell Mark to free. Interesting. Whoa! What the
That's
heck?
so cool.
Oh, it turns into a statue of him? Like when he's done being imprisoned?
You were right about Honshu,
Oh.
and in the end, he
Oh.
left us no choice.
Shoot.
Twist. Big twist.
All right, guys, that was Moon Knight, episode number 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, what I liked right off the bat, okay, was they really delved deep into the Egyptian mythology stuff. You know, you got to see some of the
Yeah.
other gods, which was cool.
Yeah.
But
No, I mean, with this episode, I feel like this show so far, because it has a very much like a feeling like a movie, it's like goes up and down, and it's like kind of too much. Like it's not consistent, you know?
Okay.
There's a lot of sections in this episode where I was like, this is really slow, kind of unnecessary. To me, the best parts of this show are two things. The one is like the Steven Mark kind of dichotomy. The second thing is the fights.
yeah,
Right?
Well, I would say the first fight was not so great.
Yeah.
But the second fight where he transforms and he's fighting all those people, that was.
I feel like we kind of saw him at full power.
Yeah.
And you kind of start to see more of his abilities. Because if this really was a movie, right? They've never really taken time to explain his abilities. You don't know what he's about. You just know he's Moon Knight.
Yeah.
But you're like, what does that mean?
Yeah, there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Like I thought the first episode was slow in a sense where you were taking so much time to establish Steven. Second episode was you kind of got a little bit more information, but even with this third episode, you're still like, wait, what? What gods and what the wait? So there's still a lot of stuff where you're still trying to like figure out stuff. And I think by now you should have had a clearer idea.
There's a lot of threads they kind of have to close.
Yeah.
And they keep starting new ones.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, Layla's father, what's that about?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, the
We're-
gods.
But we're
what's
still
that
trying
about?
to figure out her relationship with Mark, right? How was that? What was their dynamic like?
Yeah, who even is she?
Yeah.
I don't even know who she is.
Yeah, I guess she's like hunts for relics and
Or
like
is she an
archaeologist or something.
I don't know.
Right? So yeah, they just keep throwing a lot of stuff at you, and I don't think I'm acclimated enough yet to like care. And in that sense, it sort of feels like a movie because it's like, even though they have like 6 episodes or however many episodes this is going to be, it feels like they're rushing. It feels like, oh, we only have 2 hours, so we got to fit
Yeah.
everything into 2 hours. But
Yeah.
they have more time than that. But at the same time, it's like the first episode was like 45 minutes of just Steven, and the rest of it's like now we got to kind of rush to catch up.
And now there's a third personality. They spent like
Potentially a third person.
yeah, they spent like 15, 20 minutes on going to that random dude's house. Well, I still don't know who that guy is.
I have no who
right?
who
No
that
idea who he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And I think they just did that for a fight scene. I'm like, you didn't really. I mean, you're in modern day Cairo. You can't come up with a cool like sort of Black Panther style
Yeah.
fight scene in the middle of a city.
It also that rooftop scene where he's like fighting those like random guys that also felt a little fake. Because like I mean, obviously like the set looked a little fake. Like it didn't actually look like they were in
Yeah.
Cairo.
Yeah.
But it just felt like why do you need to have this fight? Like, oh, he's just trying to get information. This is how he gets information, fighting these like random people.
What I think would have been useful is if you're in Cairo, Egypt, right, where the home of all these like Egyptian gods, what you should have done is go to like Khonshu's like lair or something, right? And that's where you would explain all the powers of Moon Knight, like kind of an exposition-y kind of scene where at this point, like we don't want too slow of a scenes, but that would really be useful because I still don't know what his powers are. Like, okay, he doesn't have super speed, but he can like run and jump, and I mean I don't know, it's confusing.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, it's just the pacing, right? They're spending too much time on the wrong things and not enough time on the stuff that matters.
Yeah.
Because even now, like it's weird when they switch because on the one hand, I do like Steven, and you can kind of see that him and Layla have this dynamic. Like she kind of likes him. I don't know, something like that.
I guess.
And at the same time, it's like I like Mark's sort of decisiveness, and so I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted, and maybe that's the point.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to get a little bit annoyed when they switch now. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest problem for me is, you know, when you watch Daredevil, right? When you watch shows like that, you kind of know what the villain is about, and you kind of know what the threat is, and you know what the stakes are. And this is like lots of people are gonna die.
Yeah.
Okay, you mean like every other villain in every other show?
Yeah.
Right? Like at least like with Kingpin and villains like this, there's like a very real threat. Somebody that you love is in danger.
Right.
Some building's gonna blow up. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Lots of people dying is like the most generic thing, and you don't really feel like, okay, why are they even doing all of this?
Right,
You know, it's like, okay, we get why.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. You don't feel attached to it.
Also, Harrow shows up a lot. Like
For a
he's
main
there-
villain, right?
He shows up a lot.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
there like every 5
He
seconds.
doesn't have any henchmen at all.
Yeah, it's
you
like
know?
yeah, and every time he shows up, it's like, oh, okay, he can just leave. Like they never just attack him, right? Like it wouldn't be so like he's like walking, using like a freaking cane to walk, and you think like, oh, why don't they just take him out and this is all be over, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, he shows up so much that it desensitizes you to his presence.
There's
like,
no
oh, there
threat.
he is again.
Yeah, there's no threat
Yeah.
feeling of him because like maybe one thing I would have done is like, okay, well, if he's like the main villain, have like his 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, like 4 different people. They have to like make their way through, or like his generals, right?
yeah.
And then you get to him.
Right.
Then it's like, oh wait, he was also like Mark Spector. So you mean they have to fight now? It's like, well, one like Moon Knight versus another Moon Knight. Boom.
I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you to empathize with him because it's like, oh, Khonshu like broke him too.
But I'm like
And-
just tired of him
yeah,
at this point.
and I'm like, yeah, you kind of see where he's coming from, and
Mm-hmm.
I like that they're trying to introduce that angle, like, oh, Khonshu just breaks people and uses people, and Mark's a victim, just like
Yeah.
Harrow is. But at the same time, it's like you just don't, like you said, okay, the threat is, oh, a million people are going to die. It's like, all right, it doesn't feel very grounded, or you don't really care that much.
You know, one thing maybe I would have added is like in Harrow's mind, right? Maybe he has like whatever her name is, that God is like speaking to him, right? That appears in some sort of like kind of otherworldly, kind of disgusting kind of form.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shoot, like we cannot unleash this
Yeah.
because A, B, and C will happen, right? Or
Right.
like he uses his powers in a way that it's not just like, oh, I judge you, you die. It's like something more gruesome or something more like crazy or graphic where it's like,
Yeah.
whoa, we actually feel the
Yeah.
effects of this.
Right,
Instead, it's so like, I will judge you, you die. Okay, so what? You know?
Yeah, and it seems like, kind of a not sensitive thing to say, but at the same time, it's like, as an audience, right, you only have so much time to get like us to care, right? And usually the way you do that is not with a lot of people. It's with, okay, pick a group of people, right? And have them be in danger, right? Have them be, under threat, right? Because then it's like, we can relate to that,
Yeah.
right? We can, 2 million people dying, it's like, that's hard to relate to.
Yeah, imagine if he kidnapped like 50 people at the beginning of the show and there's like a time clock that they're going to be sacrificed, but he needs like 3 items and he has 2.
Yeah.
If he gets the last one, 50 people die,
Yeah.
and one of them is their father.
If it was like kind of
Boom.
like 24, right, where he only has like that much time left, right?
Yeah.
Something where you feel the imminent threat, but here it's like, okay,
Yeah, a lot of
Egyptian
people
gods,
dying,
a lot of
like
people die.
we just dealt with Thanos like a year or two
And
ago.
also,
like-
right, if Amit is such a threat, right, all these other gods are like, well, he sounds like he's telling the truth. I guess we're not going to do anything. Like, really?
Yeah,
Like,
that was a little
you
too
don't have
convenient.
Amit's grave like under guard 24/7, like
Yeah.
every day. Like, how much of a threat is she real?
There's
You know
no
what I'm
like
saying?
hidden order that like guards her tomb, kind of like the mummy,
Right,
like the Magi. No, nothing like that.
Yeah. So, all right. So, how would you score this?
This
episode,
is gonna get. I mean, I love the action. The action is the really thing that it had going for it. So I'll probably give it like a 6.7.
6.7.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, action was good. I like Oscar Isaac, obviously. I like that they are introducing the mythology stuff, which I'm a sucker for, but it just seems so half-hearted here. I think they're trying to make it grounded, but at the same time, it's like, it's okay for a little bit of flair, right? These are
Yeah,
Egyptian
yeah,
gods, do a
yeah.
little bit of something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say maybe a 6.5 out of 10.
Okay. All right, guys, thanks for watching along with us Moon Knight episode 3. Pretty interesting, pretty interesting. You know, I mean, we weren't huge fans of it, but let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. Were we too harsh?
Maybe.
Is there anything that we're missing, something sort of massive in our faces that we're not really picking up on? I don't think so, but maybe you guys do. Either way, let us know in the comments below. We always love reading them. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Give us a try. You never know what might happen. I think you'll really like our videos. Also, give us a like if you wouldn't mind. And as always, guys, we'll see you later.
See you in the next one.
Bye.